Hey guys, just a little bit behind here. I was trying to get some stuff ready and a little bit running a little bit slow. Just wanted to get something else going on today, so because some of my other previous plans kind of fell apart. So I figured I figured today was a good day to see if the old Excel, I haven't run it in a while, and see if it'll run and see what it's like in the snow with these tires on. So I figured it'd be a good chance to try that today. The old Excel hasn't run for a bit, so it took me a bit of tinkering just to kind of set up some things. I didn't realize that this thing's only been running at about 3/4 throttle for the last while. So yeah, so I thought that this old K59 was a bit of a dog, but I think if it's only been running at about 3/4 throttle, it's probably been not so much a dog, just as much as it's just been set up wrong. Just say hey to everybody. Hey Jason, hey Nitro Addiction, John, Ogna Guy, Joey, all aspects. Thanks everybody for coming. You betcha, Ogna Guy. Talk to you later. Yeah, this is my old Excel 5.9. It's mostly original. It's even got Futaba servos and everything in it, and I did upgrade the radio gear to the newer TF20 digital radio instead of the analog stuff. It runs really good. I have, mind you, now it will say that and it won't run, but I haven't run it for a little while. But I figured that we'd try it in the snow today and see what it actually works like. So I figured that it'd be a good time to try it. I know I was looking on the shelf trying to figure out what these new tires what tires would be best for the snow, and these are a Goliath HPI tire. So we'll see. They look like they'd be pretty decent in the snow because of the width. Hey Corey, happy Sunday to you too. So originally, I had plans on trying to run in my buddy's shop today, and that was kind of his big shop. And then I went down there today to try and see if I could do it. And there's just construction crap everywhere, and they put up a bunch of partition walls in there, and then I'd just be playing dodgeball with the gear that's sitting on the floor. So that one kind of fell apart. So I figured that today would be. Everybody seems to be really into the Savage stuff lately. So, and I don't do a lot of Savage stuff. Most of the time, I usually leave that up to Joey and John and whatnot, but I figured I was kind of inspired by the dirty beating John's poor old ex took this morning in the jumps there, that it'd be a good one to try and dust one off and enjoy the fun with you guys. So, like I said, haven't run this one for a while. It's even dusty from sitting a little bit. This one actually has the fuel tank mod on it. So the bottom mount fuel tank mod so it doesn't have that half tank lean thing. I got this from a German fella in the city, and it runs pretty decent. And I mean, the only thing that was wrong with it really was some of the rear control arms were super baggy loose, and it took some work to get it all kind of tightened back up again. So we'll see how it goes. Broke the same part. Yeah, fair enough, John. I mean, we'll see. I might break the same thing. Who fucking knows? So I just I figured that I'd give it a go and see how it goes, and trim these off before I cut my hand on. And yeah, like I said, we'll see. I don't even know what she's going to run like, because it's been a little while since it's been run. So I give up on the headset, by the way. Let me know if it sounds like crap, but I rewatched my last live, and it sounded, in my opinion, it sounded fucking horrible. I don't know if you guys thought the same thing, but it really ruined the sound of the engines of the nitro stuff. So and that's what I found disappointing. Yeah, you could hear my voice better, but you couldn't hear the RC stuff for the shit. I just figured I'd just speak a little louder, and then you guys could hear me that way. So we'll go from there. Hopefully, this thing doesn't have the cursed one-way bearing problem. Like I said, I haven't even stuck the rotostart in it yet. So we'll see what it does. We'll see. It might be awesome. It might be a mess. So I'll give it a little bit of a preheat first, because it's been sitting for a bit. Thanks, all aspects. Appreciate that. I figured I'm just going through the phone mic. I did get my darling wife did get me a wonderful Christmas gift. She gave it to me early. I just have to figure out how to use the fucking thing. She gave me a new GoPro Hero 13, so I just gotta figure out how to use it. And it actually has voice priority and everything else, so it should make my videos a lot better going forward in the future. So yeah, and this does have the ERCM pipe, so it is extremely loud. So you guys will get an earful with this thing. This thing is blisteringly loud, especially with the 5.9. So it's pretty disgustingly loud. I like the ERCM pipe; it works pretty good, but my God, it's just obnoxious. I don't even remember what fuel I had this last time, so we're gonna try some 20%. Yeah, it's a pretty good pipe, Joey. But it's like I said, if you're running in any area where people are sensitive about sound, this makes a 1/5 quiet. It's crazy. But I will show something just before I get going. Just to quickly disconnect you guys here, just with the battery. So my friend got me an awesome early Christmas gift. You can see I got an extra add-on for the shelf, like the associated sign, and then a nice Traxxas sign for the display. So, and they're both light up. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about those. But I think those are pretty cool. All right. Back at her. Let's see what this old pig will do. Usual prime. Prime. Oh, I guess I should turn the radio gear on first. close. Doesn't sound too far off. But I will switch rotor starts. That one rotor start, the connection seems to pop loose all the time. It's the original one from the Sen. There we go. All right. So now that we got it, so it seems like it wants to run good. Let's top up the fuel. What do you guys think? You think the tune sounded relatively close? I think it sounded not too bad. Did the old doctor still on? Oh, there's my other glow igniter in my pocket. What do you guys figure? How's this going to do in the snow? You think it's going to be epic or a disaster? Or an epic disaster? No, we'll see what it gets like when it's out in the snow. Sometimes you got to give it a little bit of a tweak here and there, but we'll give it a go.
Needs a lot more fuel than that. Now I got a 2-rig. Hopefully I don't hit the camera. Lost rear-wheel drive. to the shop. We broke something. Broke something. Let's see what we broke. Hopefully not a diff.
A little chilly. Lost rear-wheel drive. Yeah, I was wondering that same thing, Joey. I wonder if it's grub screws. I heard something crack when I landed that last jump. So we'll see. Something didn't like that. It's turning there. That's kind of odd. Oh, now it seems to be grabbing. That's weird. See what you guys are saying. You're the savage experts. Grub screws. It's actually not that cold today. It's only right around 0 degrees Celsius. But it's weird. And that rear drive cup doesn't look very good. But it's not. It's gripping. But it's not driving. So something in the transmission, I think, let go. Huh. I guess they'll be pulling that one apart later. Interesting. Yeah, I would have thought so too, but all the drive shafts are there. Maybe a one-way. But it's kind of odd because it'll turn the front wheels this way. So it's driving, there's nothing broke in the transmission that I could see, but when I go to drive the front wheels, the rear doesn't drive. Now it is. I don't know. I'll bark it back up and see what happens. That's kind of strange. We'll see. All the drive cups are there and everything. Move over here. No drive to the rear end at all. Huh. What do you guys think? Can we pull it apart and see what happened, or? Huh. Should we blow that thing off and see what blew up? I was wondering about that too, if I lost the grub pin, but if I turn the wheels, it turns the front end. So I'm not really sure what let go. I'll give it a blow off here so I can put it on the other table, and then we'll see what happened. There. Do. All right, let's see what happened. Where do you guys figure I should start? See, that's what I find odd. I can do this. It's just not driving the rear wheels. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll start by pulling the top off the transmission and see what's going on in there. I guess that's probably the best place to start, hey? It's funny, when it landed, I heard something go crack, and I was like, uh-oh. I'm turning the wheels by the drive shaft. I'll try that, Joe, just one sec. Try turning the wheels by the drive shaft under here, like this one. Yeah, it turns fine. Same as the front. It's just there's no drive to the rear. Brake cut pin. Let's have a boo. See what carnage ensued. Hey Rinks, thanks for coming, buddy. I had my Savage out and I broke it, so I'm just trying to see what I actually did. Well, the gear set looks okay. See, front drives, no rear. Nothing exploded in there. What causes that, guys? I'm not a Savage guy like you guys. This was an MGT, I'd know no problem. But that one's a bit of a head scratcher. Oh, I think I see it. Is this supposed to be a complete pin? Yeah, pretty sure that's what it is. It's always a pin. I gotta see if I even got one of these. I hope so. Huh. How the hell do you get that out of there? Does it usually just fall out? At least it's an easy one. How do you guys usually get those out of there? you guys usually have to pull this transmission right out to do this? Or can you usually poke that straight through? Let's see here. There's the piece. Need something to poke that out of there with. There it goes. I have never broke one of these, you know, honest Savage. But you guys are far more versed in these things than I am. Let's see if I got one here somewhere. I swear I saw one here. Put this back down. I'm sure I got one somewhere. Oh. Found one. For somebody who never breaks one, I had one sitting right here. Funny enough. Do you guys Loctite these? I suppose, eh? Probably what happened to it. Probably started coming out part way. And then got to the end of it, sheared it off. Three grinds tight, right? There. Now I gotta put the transmission back together. I've never looked in this transmission, so there's that at least. Well, that's definitely a first for me, guys, on this rig. Probably won't be the last by the sounds of it. I'll get down in there. I must put that cluster in backwards. That looks better. All right. Just goes to show if it doesn't fit, something's wrong. Thanks, you. I like these wheels and tires too. I was super impressed how it was in the snow for a minute there. I gotta reset that servo saver though. I noticed that it didn't want to return to idle properly before I try this again. There we go. Yeah, it looked like it just actually pushed straight through, John, which is nice. So I just basically rolled it around till it had the gap on the other side and just took a punch and pushed it through the other way, which seemed to work out. Actually quite a nice design, really. What's everybody else wrenching on today? Hopefully getting out and running stuff and not breaking shit like I started out so far, but that's part of the fun. Like OG said, break, rinse, repeat. Where did it go? There it is. There. Okay. It's back in here. Now we'll flip it around and fix this servo saver because that was all fucked up. It's funny, I heard it crack when it landed, so I knew something bad happened there. No, yeah, I got that throttle trim does not want to go back all the way. Oh, there it is. I hate these servo savers, these Savage servo savers. It sticks. Is there a trick to these? Because this one's, I think, a little fucked up. It doesn't seem to want to. Well, it's all kitty wampus there. I better fix that or I'm going to end up with a runaway. Let's see what we got here. It's all cockeyed. Does this thing come in 2 pieces? It does too. Okay, I see what happened. That little spring come out of its seat. There. That's more like it. That would be my fuck up from earlier. Because when I reset that, I Did not get that sitting back where it's supposed to. Loosen the brakes up a little more. There we go. Returns to throttle. Not quite. Give that a little bit more prowess. I think I'll turn that, zero that out. There we go. That's more like it. It had this really strong return spring on it, and I don't know if I want to put this back on because it's so strong. These old servos don't seem to really want to overcompensate for this spring, but I could see why somebody had it on there. It does not want to open the throttle all the way though. There we go. There. Should we try that again? What do you figure? You know what they say? Lord hates a coward. At least returns to idle better now. There. We still got a half a tank of fuel to burn out. Let's see what happens. Where did I put the body in the clip? Oh yeah. Best way to sort out gremlins with your RC car is to try and run it in the wintertime. You're either gonna find them or you're gonna fuck it up. Yeah, I probably should. Hey, John. Good point. There, great. I'm gonna be brave and put the fucking body on before I even start. Oh, that usually goes. There's the piece. Huh. Larry, see if we don't do that again. Oh, there goes my other stand. I wish I was sweating up here, Michael. You want to back that idle off, it's going to be too low. Should let it warm up.
Try this again. Oh, stuck. Uh-oh. Broke it again. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep running anyway. I got a rear wheel, kitty wampus. I'm going anyway. No, I just broke that steering tie rod in the rear. It didn't break either. The screw just came out. Or broke off, actually. Oh, stuck. Oh, see you later, Joey. Thanks for coming, buddy. Oh, I broke them. Both are out now. He's almost out of fuel anyway. See if we can drive it back to the shop like that. Well, game over. Oh well. Savage tough, baby.
Survey the damage. Again. Minor though. They run good though. Aside from both those steering arms popping off. That's all. That's minor. Let's have a boo. That one, screw broke. This one just popped off the ball. Well, that's minor. A pair of pliers. Oh, that one's back on. I should let that warm up before I force that on there. I know once in a while what'll happen. I'll force that on there and bust it. Really cold like that. Wow, I'm pretty happy with that though. The run not bad. It doesn't like second gear in the snow, but it's pretty good though. Why is it they pop off super easy? I never go back on where they shit. You know what? The funny thing is, the other side didn't pop off, and it's an MGT one. That's back on there now. Crazy. I've never actually managed to break a screw off like that. Not usually the plastic bit breaks before the screw ever does. Got my driver. Well, that's in the water now. Look at that, man. It busted that right in half. Make me thread that all the way out. Huh. Guess I'm pulling that wheel. Ooh, or maybe not. He's 8 or 10 now. 10 now, probably. No, 8 now. You. I tightened this on here too much. It just seemed like 8 mil though. Hopefully it's not ripped. I think it might be. Oh well, I'll leave it on. Okay. Yeah, the screw broke right off. Hopefully I can get it out of there. Oh, there it's turning. Yeah, there's the screw. Broken half. Crazy, man. We'll get a screw and a nut. Those are pretty long. You can run it low on those nuts though. I may have to fish that one out of the tank. There's one. I didn't grab a tool, of course. See if that'll stay there. Oh, dirty bugger. You don't get a clear shot to put that back in, do you? Interesting. Are these supposed to go on the top or the bottom? I wonder. Oh, I bet you. I probably should put the nut on the bottom. I bet you there's no room for the nut. There we go. That's in there now. Sorry guys, I make you seasick here, back and forth a whole bunch of times. Staring at my ugly mug. Come on. Oh, right into the sump again. I just want to get this done so I can let this dry off. There we go. Done. That won't come out of there now. Better than the other side. There. Move some shit out of the way. No, we'll leave that thing dry off. Oh. Whew. See what you guys are saying. Sorry, I've been running all over the place. I haven't been paying attention to the comments. Whew. Oh. Let me go back here a bit. Yeah, I did break the screw. The yeah, so I got all that rusted pieces out of there. The everything's all fixed up. She's ready for the next attempt. I got another good nitro coming for next week's live, which will be super cool. I picked it up in Calgary. Can't wait to get it. It's obviously another 1/8 buggy. She'll be a bit of a project, but it should be fun. I ended up picking it up for $100 as a roller. It's another Hyper 8, so they're fairly uncommon to come across, and I've just kind of stumbled across it, so it should be pretty cool. I can't wait to get it. A friend of mine picked it up for me in Calgary, so that should be pretty cool. Hey, big boys. What did you get for used nitros, Michael? And one has a new S21. Sweet. Anything you can get with a new OS in it is a good deal. Here, I'm just going to get a drink while I give you guys a wait. Miller time. Cheers, guys. Oh, that was good actually. I've been procrastinating shaking the bugs out of that old XL for quite some time, and it's kind of nice to actually take that and shake the bugs out of it. So, I'm actually kind of glad that you guys were here for that, because it looked a little clunky and stuff, but I haven't really run that thing much. When I first got it, I run it a couple tanks through it, and then the rest of it I just kind of put it on the shelf and kind of ignored it. I run my X most of the time. I don't really touch it. I know it's a work night, so can't drink too much on a work night, but I want to have a drink just to celebrate the fact that that fucking old thing is ready to rock. And I'm sure you guys have seen this is my crude monster truck test stand. It works, but it's just two 4x4s and some plywood and a piece of rubber on the top. I've had it forever, and it works great actually. Square and mid. MTX5? Oh, that's all right. Everything's dirty now and wet. I did rip some shop donuts last night with the Associated Truggy, just to test that LRP and see if it survived or how it was working. And man, I tell you, it ran flawless. I figured you could appreciate that off the guy. It'll be a pretty cool project. It's mostly intact. I have 2 other Hyper 8s, and I actually have a spare body. This one doesn't have a body, and I actually have a factory original race body for it. So it should be a pretty dope project. And I think that might be the candidate for this engine that I've been looking for a home for. I have this Serio 21 that we pulled apart on one of the other lives. And it has really good pinch and everything, and I'll be putting that in it. So that should be fun. And that engine's pretty weird. It's actually an AAN engine. It's actually got an aluminum sleeve. I'm gonna have to try one of my LSTs in the snow at some point, just to see how it works. I've never tried one of them in the snow. It should be interesting. Thanks, Often Guy. I don't know very much about it. The little bit I read, and I have pulled it apart, and it's pretty much brand new. Like it's really clean inside. So it should be pretty interesting. She's a little foggy in here. I wonder if I should turn that fan on for 5 minutes. She's a little hazy. There. Right on. Yeah, I'm actually, right after I told my wife I was going to slow down buying RC cars, the fella texted me with that Hyper 8, and I couldn't resist. I was like, I'll take it. Oh, that sucks. Your wife had a bad fall, buddy. You know what? I was torn between the XL and the T-Max today, and I went with the XL, and I wanted to throw the old T-Max out in the snow today, but that might be next weekend. I don't want to fire anything else up today. I got to dry it out, put it away. But I think the T-Max will be the next snow champion. I think I'll try that one. That old 3.3 T-Max I got is pretty tough, and it runs flawlessly. I bet you that thing's probably got, I don't know, 5 gallons of fuel through it, and it just does not want to die. And it holds a tune. It's completely weird. You have a T-Max with no snow. Well, no, not where you are. And then the furnace got in. The T-Max have RPM. You know what? That one does not. It did have RPM front A-arms on it, and I was racing an X-Max last year, and he cut me off, and I piled into him probably about 40 miles an hour and broke both front wheels off it and sheared the A-arms off. And then, so now it just has stock A-arms on it. And it's been pretty good since, but the only time I've ever broke that thing is when I was racing that guy with the X-Max. And I will say, I did win the first couple races, and then he cut me off, and then that was the end of that. I haven't fired that thing up in a while either. I think it was midsummer since the last time I fired that up. Clear the snow, the fog out of here. I'm just going to shut this off. I don't need the doctor's coat on anymore either. Got some of my tools. Bit of a mess over there. Those the louvers. There we go. It is impressive. I keep waiting for that fucking thing to explode, Michael, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't. I don't know why. It's an anomaly. I got a couple 3.3s that make no sense. They should have exploded ages ago if you listen to everybody else. But it just, one of these days it's going to be epic. It's just going to grenade, and that'll be the end of it. But oh, hey, Grizzly, I didn't even see you here, buddy. Sorry about that. I didn't see you at the beginning. Appreciate you for coming. What time is it? Been here for what, an hour and a half now. Grizzle. You just got old man fingers there, man. Hugh, you know, I feel you. The old big fingers going. What do you guys figure? Can you rip a couple shop donuts? What do you think? Shop donuts? What fuel do I run? I generally, for the most part, I run the Sidewinder 20%, which is, this is like 29. And I run that, or a 2012. I very, very rarely put 30% in the T-Max. I just worry that it won't hold it. And I've had good luck running the T-Maxes on 20%. They really don't like the 2016, I'll tell you that much. You'll pop them. I've run a couple of my JADOs on 30%, and it's on a T-Max, on a Traxxas engine, it's quite a tune difference from 20% to 30%. Most other things are like a quarter turn-ish, just to make that jump to 30%, but the T-Maxes are, and any of the 3.3s are a wicked tune difference. Everybody's been so great today. I feel like we should do one more thing. Everybody's been so patient with the snow bashing today. Let me clean this one part up. Ugh. 30%. You know, I run 30% in lots of stuff, Hugh, but the Traxxas stuff, I don't. I know they say you can, and everybody says you can tune for it, but if you want that fucking thing to last, it ain't not. It just is not. Traxxas engines don't hold it. %30 does run cleaner, like I said, and it makes no sense. I realize that, and all the better engines and everything that I own, I run 30% lots of stuff. And like this thing, I run 30% in, but I don't run 30% in the Traxxas stuff. It just disappears. The engine just goes away. The paint just disappears. I figure we'll run a little bit of shop donuts before the end of the day. What do you guys think? This is an associated TC3 truggy with an LRP 0.32 in it. So it's pretty fun. It's fairly obnoxious, but this is actually the one that I was saying to Compass the last time. That I was never the world's largest LRP fan until this one melted the glow plug and glued it to the top of the piston, locked the friggin' thing up solid. I peeled the piece off the top of the piston and the engine still runs. And it's pretty impressive, really. I did not think that I thought when the way that this thing stopped when it blew up when it did that it killed the engine. I thought it was done. I really did. This is that's 30%, 30-10 Sidewinder fuel. What's holy crap? You? Sorry, I missed that. Well, I hope so. I hope so, Grizzly. Like I said, I don't have that kind of luck with a 3.3. I generally, as a rule, just run the 20%. Everybody tweaks their own, right? Like that's the wonderful thing with this hobby. Everybody does stuff different, and whether it's right or wrong, it all works flawlessly. Like so. I mean, some people obviously it's wrong because they wreck all their shit. But, yeah, and I knew you'd love this compass for the end of the video. Again, LRP 0.32. This is so enough of the glow plug anymore. Yeah, and it wasn't hot either. Like it was one of those fucking dynamite plugs, and it pulled the filament out of the middle of it and turned it into molten shmoo and glued it to the top of the piston. And it wasn't hot, it wasn't lean, it just killed it. Preheat that thing. It's got so much paint still. Knock the camera over. I came out here yesterday evening just to blow off some steam. Smoked the shop right out and just had a blast out here just dripping donuts. So I figured, let's do it again. Now I guess I killed the glow plug.
Hold on for 2 minutes. That thing was running. You saw it.
My glow plug decided it doesn't want to live anymore. Either that or my glow igniter died. I'm pretty sure that glow plug blew up.
I'll try another glow igniter first.
Nope, no plug blew up. Sometimes, I swear. There we go. Little fat. Why is it every time you change the glow plug in this thing, it wants a retune? This is the one thing I hate about LRP.
You bugger. Just gonna put you here for a minute.
This thing's gonna drive me nuts today. Tell ya. Almost. We'll get it. Jesus. I don't know what's going on with this thing today. do you guys think? Maybe it's an air leak. It ran perfect yesterday. Getting there.
I got some serious issues with that thing, I think. It ran good for a minute, but I think it just killed another glow plug. She might be on her last legs. It looks like it killed that glow plug, so it may be in early. It's not over hot, for sure. I don't know, maybe have a little back plate seal or the bearings are going out of it. But yeah, it looks like me. The reading on my glow igniter tells me the glow plug is flat. It's not a good day for nitros in Jay's shop, I'll tell you that much. Let's see what we got here. Watch. Watch. Yep. Shot. Like that. I think there's something wrong with this engine. It looks another glow plug. bugger. I tell you, this thing's testing my patience today. Take that, motherfucker. Let's see my temp. 250. Not bad. Bring you guys back over here. Let the shop clear out. There. That was a bugger. But I got it. It doesn't give me a headache, Lotus. Yeah, I did say it. Sorry for those sensitive people on here. Yeah, I ended up sticking a cold glow plug in it, and it seemed to like that. That big exhaust fan in here clears it out pretty quick. So it should it'll be clear out in a minute. Besides, case of beer will wash it out. Yeah, I know, Ray. Sensitive ears. Sensitive ears. That's why I mark my lives as not for kids. So that I don't have to worry about feeling bad for kids. Not that I don't like kids. I just don't want to have to watch my language. Yeah, I suppose Rinks is probably the youngest guy here. Well, there we go. That was a bit of a bugger, but I got it. It was being super cranky. It wanted a lot of fuel on the top end, and that's what was actually wrong with it. It was too lean on the bottom. I mean, too lean on the top, and it was already out past flush. But these could be cranky. They're almost like a Harley. When they work great, they're awesome, but then they go for a complete crap. So. That smoke clear out here, and then I'll turn the fan off. And then I actually, once we get cleared out there, I'll probably call it a day and put my stuff away, put my toys away, get ready for work tomorrow. Thanks everybody for being with me for the trials and tribulations of the snow day. I mean, some days you have awesome days with RC stuff, and some days you have some fights. And today was one of those days where I had some fights, but it worked out pretty good, really. I mean, I got some stuff sorted. This thing here caused me some grief, but now it's tuned. Seems to be pretty decent. Temperatures were good. Once I got it sorted out, broke a zip tie. Okay, and another run of the T-Max. You know what? The T-Maxes are pretty quick. Like the 3.3 ones are pretty decent. They'll boogie right along. Mine constantly impresses me. Every once in a while, I just get on the bandwagon of shitting on T-Max or Traxxas, but that fucking old thing she'll move. But thanks for everybody for having patience today, and I'm glad that we could hang out on this Sunday and do some snow bashing and have some fun. The old XL's fixed up, ready to get dried out, put back up on the shelf, and we'll have another great week. Hopefully everybody gets out in the evenings and has some fun with their hobby and has a great night. But I'll say good night to everybody, or good day, and hope everybody has a great Sunday and a safe work week. And I'll chat at y'all next week. Thanks again for coming.